Welcome back to Yaffe Alive. I am Tennessee's voice of reason and Chattanooga's conservative conscience. Glad you're joining the show today. If you ever miss any of the show live, check out the podcast on the website, WGOW.com, or anywhere podcasts are available. If you want to weigh in on anything, you can as well. 423-267-1023. That's the phone line and the text monster. 423-267-1023.
Boy, did you see how I was right on it that time?
I thought maybe it was your stomach because you ate all those M&Ms real fast.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Tennessee headlines right now. We have those Tennessee bullet points.
The Tennessee Bullet Points, the top headlines from around the volunteer state.
Sponsored by the Tennessee Conservative. They're the volunteer state's largest conservative news source. Number 4 today, fake toll road and Easy Pass texts are targeting Tennesseans. I've gotten some of these as well. This spam, it's a scam, ignore it. The Attorney General of Tennessee is warning about this. That's right, the Tennessee Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division is warning Tennesseans of fake phishing text messages claiming unpaid toll road and Easy Pass balances. Now, the text messages in question provide consumers with false information claiming outstanding balances on toll road or Easy Pass accounts and include links to fake websites seeking personal and financial information. Now, oftentimes, the text messages claim to be a final notice of the reported unpaid toll balances and list penalties. If such balances are not paid by a specific date is what it says. But Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti said these toll scam texts are really annoying, which he is right. They are very annoying.
I got mine yesterday.
Yeah, they are also fake, he said. So we appreciate the attention brought to the scam by our law enforcement partners and the media and advise reporting and deleting these texts as soon as they arrive. There's a lot of people going to be reporting on those because a lot of people are getting them. Now, the Consumer Protection Division recommends that consumers who receive the fake text messages report and delete them to protect their private financial information. And the Federal Trade Commission has also warned consumers across the nation about similar phishing scams related to unpaid tolls. Number 3 today, the U.S. Court of Appeals upholds Tennessee's ballot access laws. That's right, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit ruled to uphold a district's court dismissal of a case brought by the Libertarian Party of Tennessee and 4 of its members, challenging the state of Tennessee ballot access laws. Now, in Tennessee, statewide parties, which must have earned at least 5% of the vote in most recent gubernatorial election, and recognized minor parties, which must submit a petition with signatures equal to 2.5% of the votes cast in that same election, they're offered ballot access in statewide elections based on those things. But the Libertarian Party of Tennessee sued the state in December 2023 over its ballot access laws, after the political party failed to meet the requirements to be recognized as a non-recognized political party. And as a result, its candidates were listed on the ballot as independent candidates rather than libertarians. Now, in its complaint, the Libertarian Party alleges, as applied to its members, Tennessee's requirements for minor political party recognition violate the First and 14th Amendments. Well, the U.S. District Court of Middle District of Tennessee dismissed the complaint, holding that it failed to state a claim. Well, last week, the U.S. Court of Appeals affirmed the lower court's dismissal, ruling that the Libertarian Party's complaint largely made general statements about how hard the state's ballot access requirements are for all minor parties, rather than providing concrete examples of how the rules harmed them specifically. So it's very interesting. Now, Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti called Thursday's ruling by the appellate court another win for Tennessee. Number 2 today, numerous illegal aliens have been arrested in Nashville. This was during a dual agency action. That's right, in the early hours of Sunday, May 4th, Tennessee Highway Patrol, which worked with ICE, conducted a traffic stop of over 150 vehicles in areas the department said have a history of gang activity and serious traffic crashes, arresting many and confiscating weapons and drugs. Now, the exact numbers of detainees is unknown as of right now, but different news outlets have put the numbers somewhere between 40 to 100. Now, reportedly, the federal agents handled immigration-related matters, including the drivers without valid licenses or identification, while THP made some arrests for outstanding warrants and seized illegal guns and drugs from those who suspected to be a part of a gang. Now, the arrests have predictably drawn protests from immigrants' rights groups and organizations, culminating in a demonstration outside the Nashville ICE office later on Sunday, after those arrested were bused to an ICE field office or Federal Immigration Detention Center in Louisiana. I don't know why you would protest the arrest of gangs and illegal immigrants, but this is where we are.
Well, if you are one, you know.
Well, that's true. That's a good point. Now, Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connor posted to social media clarifying that no Metro Nashville Police Department personnel were involved in the operation. He said this type of federal enforcement action is not focused on making us safer and leaves people in our community fearing any interaction with law enforcement when there is a crime occurring. Come on. Just support. We're arresting illegal immigrant criminals and gangs and stuff, and the Nashville mayor is mad about it. It's ridiculous.
Where's he from?
I'm pretty sure he's a U.S. citizen, but nice try. Nice try there, Max. Number one, a bill to close Tennessee primaries remains viable for the 2026 legislative session in Tennessee. That's right, in the legislative session, which just ended, as you know, a bill which would have closed our primary elections stalled in the State and Local Government Committee, which is chaired by Senator Richard Briggs. However, the bill remains viable for the next legislative session. That's at least according to Senator Adam Lowe, who we've had on the show many times. He's the one who carried it in the Senate. He said it didn't have enough votes to pass out of committee. He said there would have been 4 votes for it and 5 against. So the good thing about not getting a second is that the bill is still alive for next year. He also said this was a campaign promise for me, so I'm glad to keep bringing it back again and again. So he also said, I think we had a great bill. Step 1 is to get it out of committee. There's at least one person on the committee who is open to being persuaded. Now, according to Lowe, there are a couple of reasons Democrats might cross over and vote in the Republican primaries, which we've talked about on the show before. By the way, this story, I want to remind you, I got right there at TennesseeConservativeNews.com. So if you're looking for a lot of great news stories from a conservative perspective that have to do with Tennessee, whether it's Tennessee politics and other things, go to TennesseeConservativeNews.com. The Tennessee Conservative. You can subscribe absolutely for free right there on the website, TennesseeConservativeNews.com. Follow them on social media as well. And when you do, let them know Yaffe was the one who sent you. We'll be back in a moment on Yaffe Live.